Let's react to the week 15 AP Top 25 as we go into this championship Saturday weekend. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. This is your first time watching Adapt and Respond. Please hit that subscribe button, like this video, answer the question in the comments below. Who do you think should be the number 3 team in the AP Top 25? And is this going to be a precursor to what the selection committee is going to do on Tuesday? I think, look here, man. Ohio State at 1 makes all the sense in the world to me. They played a really great game against Michigan. They fell behind 6-0 on the road, came back and really just stopped Michigan from doing anything that they wanted to do offensively, defensively. It was an efficient game. It was a Ryan Day game. It was the kind of game you want Ohio State to play as the number 1 team headed into a 1 versus 2 matchup in the Big Ten championship game. Number 2, Indiana, 12-0. Both these programs, by the way, are 12-0, which means for me that the best conference in football is the Big Ten. The last conference with undefeated teams, they're both ranked number 1 and number 2, and the last 2 champions, national champions, have come out of the Big Ten, and the SEC hasn't even got a team into the national championship game in the last 2 years. They're hoping to stop that with Georgia, who's at number 3 after beating up on Georgia Tech 16-9. It was a nasty game by some Georgia Georgia fan metrics. I thought it was vintage Georgia. I thought it was Kirby Smart controlling the game defensively and running the ball offensively. Didn't need Gardner Stockton to do more and throw the ball for 70 yards. They might say that they didn't look good, but you're playing in the conference championship game this Saturday against a Bama team where you lost and have an opportunity to get one back and make sure you get in the college football playoff. I don't know that 11-2 Georgia that lost to Alabama twice gets in the college football playoff. Number 4, Oregon. That's about where I got them. They're 11-1. They ran through the schedule in the way that I thought they would. That Indiana game is really looking like the only team outside of Ohio State that could beat them. They'll have an opportunity, I think, to do what Ohio State did last year, which is host a home game and perhaps run their way through the bracket and win their first national championship. Texas Tech is up to 5 after destroying West Virginia 49-0. It is the best team in the Big 12, and I think it is the best team out of the 2 remaining Power 4 conferences, that be the Big 12 and the ACC. Baron Morton threw for 310, 25 attempts. Defense playing lights out. It's a good football team. Ole Miss at number 6, but they ain't got a head coach. He left to LSU. And I wonder how that's going to affect the selection committee rankings, because Hunter Yurachek said we didn't have that discussion last week. Well, you're having it this week because Pete Golden is probably going to be your interim. And Lane Kiffin is not going to be allowed to coach the postseason for the CFP. Is that going to impact their ranking? I think it will. I don't think it should. I think the program is the program and the team is the team. And if Charlie Weiss is still there, he hadn't got on a plane to go to Baton Rouge, he knows the offense. He can call it. I think they'll be okay. Texas A&M falls to number 7 after losing their first game of the season to Texas, a team they haven't beaten since 2012. And really looking like a team that was flirting with disaster here and there. South Carolina game being one instance. It's like, okay, that's not the team that wins a national championship. That's a team that might make it to the quarterfinals, might make it to the semifinals. But Marcel Reed reverted. When Marcel Reed is great, he's a Heisman winner. When Marcel Reed is bad, he's Jeff Sims. It's just that simple. Number 8, Oklahoma gets to stand pat after needing the defense to bail out the offense against an LSU team that was playing without a head coach, playing without a starting quarterback, and was depleted. Had LSU been at full strength, I'm not sure Oklahoma wins that game. As it stands, Oklahoma gets to walk into the college football playoff with a very strong 10-win season. I'm excited about that. I really am. I'm excited about Oklahoma having the opportunity to perhaps host a home game as well. But that offense is going to have to turn it over pretty quickly for me to feel as if it's got a chance to make it even to the semifinals this year. John Mateer needs to play the kind of football that he looked like playing against Michigan at the start of the season, not the kind of football he's been playing lately. Notre Dame destroys Stanford. They also go 10 wins. After losing the first 2 games of the season, reeled off 10 in a row. The selection committee loves them. They're right where they're going to be. Bama, 10-2. Need to come back or needed to win late against Auburn, but they got it done. They're going to play in the SEC championship game against Georgia. It feels like they, like Georgia, got to win it to get in it. Vanderbilt's right there looking at everybody going, hey, we're pretty damn good. And are you going to put in 10-3 Bama team or 10-2 us? BYU at number 11. They have to win the Big 12 championship to get in. Otherwise, they're just not. The demarcation line is 10, and they got to beat the team that beat them. Texas Tech looks like a world beater, but we'll see what happens at the championship game, Big 12 championship game. Number 12, Miami, also going to be on the outside looking in. 10-2, but is going to watch 7-5 Duke play for the ACC title because the tiebreakers suck in this league, and it's so bloated with 18 teams that all SMU had to do was beat Cal to get into the thing. As it stands, Miami's probably going to be one of those better teams that was left out, or perhaps that's the team that the selection committee puts in if when Alabama, Georgia take a loss. We'll see. Vanderbilt at number 13, talked a little bit about that, but Diego Pavia needs to be a Heisman finalist. Maybe he'll even win the award. We'll see. Texas at number 14, great win against A&M. They are not a playoff team. They lost 3 games. They're 3-2 against top 10 opponents, and they got a loss to a 3-9 Florida that just you can't look away from. Utah 10-2, another team that I think would make it otherwise. Like, this is why I want a 2014 playoff. We got a lot of 10-win teams here that are good, that aren't going to have an opportunity to play for a championship, and that sucks. Big 12 or ACC otherwise. I just don't like it. I think that the top 4 teams in each one of your conferences in the Power 4 get in. That's cool. And then you got your at-larges for the select committee, so they have something to do. Virginia, going to play for a conference championship. Very cool. Could go to 11 wins and barrel into the college football playoff and probably earn maybe a bye. We'll see. They're ranked below that 12 mark. So it'd be interesting. Would you put the ACC champ on the road? Probably. Maybe they'll play a team like, I don't know, Oklahoma. 17, USC gets to 9-3. Once again, falling short of the college football playoff. Nowhere near getting into the 12-team playoff. Would probably make the 24-team playoff because they're the 4th best team in the Big Ten with the tiebreaker against Michigan. Michigan, who's at 18. Fell 3 spots after the loss to Ohio State. It's a good season for them. It really is. I think they can get to 10 wins, and they probably should. James Madison, 11-1. Only loss is to Louisville, which gives them the same number of Power 4 losses as A&M, as Ole Miss, as Georgia, as Tech, as BYU. You know, like that they're not going to get in if Tulane beats North Texas. And we know that because Tulane was the only group of 16 that was ranked in selection committee's rankings last year. Also, North Texas, Tulane at 20-21. Both of those teams are without a permanent head coach. James Madison's Bob Chesney. He might be the head coach of UCLA by the end of the day. We'll see. North Texas, Eric Morris, he's at Oklahoma State. John Summerall was announced as Florida's head coach. The American Conference has become the cradle of coaches, or as I like to refer to it, the SEC's the SEC's hiring solutions. Number 22, Arizona, who gets to 9-3 off of a win in the Territorial Cup. Really cool win for them. Great win for Brent Brenneman. Good season. Navy, 9-2, can get to 10-2 with a win against Army. Back-to-back 10-win seasons for the first time in their history if they can get that done. Georgia Tech falls to 24. They're 9-3, but, I mean, they lost 3 of the last 4. Had every chance to get in the college football playoff, just couldn't keep it together. Missouri falls in at number 25 at 8-4 after beating up on Arkansas, who announced Ryan Silverfield is going to be their next head coach, and Arkansas fans are protesting the hire. Tennessee gets votes 71, Houston 57, Iowa 51, UNLV at 33, New Mexico 20, got boxed out of the Mountain West Championship game by computers, which sucks. South Florida at 11, who's Alex Galesh is going to be new head coach at Auburn. SMU at 8 after they dropped the only game they needed to win to get the ACC championship, which is wild. Iowa State drops to 4. Arizona State gets 3. Louisville gets 3. UConn gets 3. New head coach, Colorado State, Jim Mora. North Dakota State got 3 votes. North Dakota State got 3 votes. 3 points. What the hell? Illinois gets 2. Washington gets 1. Pittsburgh gets 1. San Diego State gets 1. Wild.